Yes, so this is the first time we are meeting after RWS AE exam. So in today's video, I will be discussing about this RWS AE exam which happened recently, and along with that, I will be discussing about town planning as well as RWS AEE course which SANPoint is planning to launch. That is town planning we are yet to launch, but for AEE we have already launched. So I will be giving some insights of those two courses as well in detail in today's video. ಸೊ ವೆನ್ ವಿ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ RWS AE ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಸೊ ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ನನಗೆ ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ಮಾಡಿನೂ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಮಾಡಕತ್ತಾರು, ಲೈಕ್ ಮೇಡಮ್ ನನಗೆ ಇಷ್ಟು ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಬಂದೈತಿ, ನಾ ಈ ಕೆಟಗರಿಗೆ ಬಿಲಾಂಗ್ ಹಾಕೋನು, ಸೊ ವೆದರ್ ದೇರ್ ಆರ್ ಎನಿ ಚಾನ್ಸಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಆರ್ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ಕಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆಲ್. ಸೊ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಒನ್ ಅಮಂಗ್ ದೆಮ್, ದೆನ್ ಮೈ ರಿಪ್ಲೈ ವುಡ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಬೀನ್ ಲೈಕ್ nothing can be told till the final results. Yes, so I am very bad at predicting the cutoff, so that's the reason I don't make any cutoff videos. So if you are regular follower of SANPoint on stream YouTube channel, you should be knowing already. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು ಲೈಕ್ ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತೈತಿ, ಇಫ್ ಐ ಸೇ ದಟ್ ಓಕೆ ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಮೇಡಮ್ ನಂದು 320 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಬಂದೈತಿ, 350 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಬಂದೈತಿ ಔಟ್ ಆಫ್ 600 ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ ಕೂಡಲೇ, ಎಸ್ 350 ಇಸ್ ಆಬ್ವಿಯಸ್ಲಿ ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್ ಸ್ಕೋರ್, ಬಟ್ ಐ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ನಾಟ್ ಟೆಲ್ ದಟ್ ಓಕೆ ನೀವು ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತೀರಿ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದ. Okay, because select ಆಗ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ, so again like you will feel hurt. Okay, so until final results come, let's have patience and let's not think about this again and again, which is not in our hands. Okay, so that's the reason you ನನಗೆ ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರು I really don't have any answer for your question, like whether you will get selected or what is the expected cutoff and all. And coming to the SANPoint course for RWS AE, students are very happy and most of the students have given very good feedback about the RWS AE course. And you should be knowing that we provided more than 1500 MCQs for environmental engineering, predicting that most of the questions will be from environmental engineering. So as per the prediction, so bhal questions ಬಂದಿದ್ವು, ಸೊ ನೀವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಿ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇವನ್ ದ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಆಫ್ ಐ ಡೋಂಟ್ ನೋ ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ದಟ್ ಸೆಟ್, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಇಟ್ ವಾಸ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಅವರ್ MCQ series. So many such are there, and I am not here to prove that okay these many MCQs and all or these many questions for this RWS exam have come from our SANPoint course, because ultimately result will give you the answer. ಸೊ ಅದರ ಸಂಬಂಧ ನಾನು ಲೈಕ್ ಇಷ್ಟು ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಬಂದು ಅಷ್ಟು ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಬಂದು ಅಂತ ನಾನೇನು ಹೇಳೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಒನ್ಸ್ RWS result will come, you will get to know. The same thing I had told for PWD also. So that is the reason for interview there were more than 220 students shortlisted for PWD interview, and in final selection there were more than 90 students from SANPoint who got selected as AE. The same way again I am expecting very good results for this RWS AE also from our SANPoint students. That is for sure. Let's wait for the results. You will get to know about that. So before the discussion of this RWS AEE package in detail, I just want to share you the feedback audio which is sent by one of our RWS AE student. Let's listen to it now.
Hello ma'am, good evening ma'am. Ma'am, RWS ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಭಾಳ ಚಲೋ ಆತ್ರಿ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೀವೇನೇನು ನೋಟ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿಸಿದ್ರಿ, ಏನೇನು ಮಾಡಿಸಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಅದರ್ಲಿಂದನೇ ಬಂದಿತ್ತು ರೀ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸೋ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಫುಲ್ ಕಿ ನಾವು ನಿಮ್ಮದು ಸಬ್ಸ್ಕ್ರಿಪ್ಷನ್ ತೊಗೊಂಡು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕ್ಲಾಸಸ್ ಅಟೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಇಟ್ ವಾಸ್ ಕ್ವೈಟ್ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ಫುಲ್ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಅದ ಖುಷಿ ಆತ್ರಿ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಲೇಟ್ ಆತ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ಮಾಡೋಕೆ. ಇವತ್ತು ಬಂದಿದ್ವಿ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರ್ಲಿಂದ. ಸೊ ಥಾಟ್ ಕಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸೆಟಲ್ ಡೌನ್ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಒಂದು ಸತಿ ಕನ್ವೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಏನಂತ. ಸೊ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಸ್ ಅ ಲಾಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ಆಲ್ ದ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಟೀರಿಯಲ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಯೋರ್ ಟೀಚಿಂಗ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಎವ್ರಿಥಿಂಗ್ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಸೋ ಗುಡ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸೋ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ಫುಲ್ ಟು ಯೂಸ್ ದ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಕ್ರಿಪ್ಷನ್ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಹಿಂಗೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಸ್ಗೂ ಆಗಲಿ, ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಔಟ್ ಆಗಲಿ ನಮಗೆ ಅಂತ ಅಷ್ಟು ನಾ ಇಚ್ಛಾತೀನಿ ರೀ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್. ಮ್ಯಾಮ್ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಏನಂದ್ರೆ ಲೈಕ್ ಈಗ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ RRB ಬರತ್ತದ, SSC JE ಬರತ್ತದ. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಗೈಡ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಡ್ರಲ್ರಿ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್. ಏನು ಮಾಡೋದು, ಹೆಂಗೆ ಮಾಡೋದು, ಅಪ್ರೋಚ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೋ, ಏನು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕ್ಲಾಸಸ್ ಏನಾರು ಕಂಡಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋರವೋ ಏನು ಹೆಂಗೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ಮ್ಯಾಮ್.
And now coming to RWS AEE package. Okay, so we have already launched the package just one day before. Okay, so ಆ ಪ್ಯಾಕೇಜ್ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೀವು 75% ಆಫ್ ದ ಸಿಲೆಬಸ್ ನಾವು ಕವರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಸೊ ಅದು ಯಾವ್ದ್ಯಾವ್ದು ಕವರ್ ಮಾಡಿವ ಅನ್ನೋದು ನಾನು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಈಗ ತೋರಿಸ್ತೀನಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ. ಸೊ ನಾವು ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ RWS AEE ಸಿಲೆಬಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ನೀವು ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಇದು ಯೆಲ್ಲೋ ಕಲರ್ ಏನೈತಲ್ಲ, ಎವ್ರಿಥಿಂಗ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಕವರ್ಡ್. ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಸಿ ಹಿಯರ್ ವಾಟರ್ ಸಪ್ಲೈ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಟ್ರೀಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರಿಂಗ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಇಲ್ಲೇ. ಸೊ ಪರ್ಪಲ್ ಕಲರ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಏನೈತಲ್ಲ, ಸೊ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಯಟ್ ಟು ಕವರ್. ಸೊ ಸೇಮ್ ವೇ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಸ್ಯಾನಿಟೇಷನ್ ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರಿಂಗ್. ಸೊ ಆಲ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಕವರ್ಡ್. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಎನ್ವೈರ್ಮೆಂಟಲ್ ಸ್ಟಡೀಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಎನ್ವೈರ್ಮೆಂಟಲ್ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಏನೈತಲ್ಲ, ಈಚ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಎವ್ರಿಥಿಂಗ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಕವರ್ಡ್. Same way, this is strength of materials. Okay, and in CTM we need to cover little bit of this. Surveying, only very few we have to cover. Then this part also we need to cover, and environmental management completely we have covered. So there are altogether 7 subjects in this. So almost everything is covered, and this is the package. So here also I have clearly mentioned that 75% is covered, and whatever the remaining syllabus is there, we will be uploading on daily basis. You need not worry about that. So it's our responsibility, because the students are already taking or they are already joining the course. So it is my responsibility, or it is SANPoint's responsibility to provide the entire syllabus for this RWS, and I promise you that we will be providing the entire syllabus whichever is remaining. So till you cover the remaining topics, like 75% ಅನ್ನೋದು ಏನೈತಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಕವರ್ಡ್. ನೀವು ಕವರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಈಗ ಲೈಕ್ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಟಡಿಂಗ್, ದ ರಿಮೈನಿಂಗ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಅಪ್ಲೋಡೆಡ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಡೈಲಿ ಬೇಸಿಸ್, ದೆನ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಟಡಿಂಗ್. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಅನ್ ಇಶ್ಯೂ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ವೆಬ್ಸೈಟ್. ಇಫ್ ಯು ಸಿ, so these are all the subjects of this RWS AEE. So you can see here, this is the syllabus, and even MCQs videos also we are providing for free. This is sanitation engineering. So whatever is visible in front of you, so we are providing everything, or all this is available in the syllabus. Okay, and some of the topics are there like air pollution, noise pollution and all. So though this is not mentioned in the syllabus, still we have uploaded. The simple reason is this is AEE. Okay, so AEE ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ we can expect in-depth questions as well as more numericals. So ಈ ಟೈಪದ ಏನು ಟಾಪಿಕ್ಸ್ ಬರ್ತಾವಲ್ಲ, what you can do is you can just skip as of now till entire syllabus ನೀವು ಕವರ್ ಮಾಡುವವರೆಗೂ ಸೇವ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ you just leave it. Once you cover the entire syllabus, then you can start studying these remaining topics. So there are not many. ನಾವೇನು ಅಷ್ಟೊಂದು additional extra ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ. Only 1 or 2 topics might be more, but just so as to be ourselves in the safer side, we have provided. That's it. So this is environment studies, and this is strength of materials. So you can see and you can compare with the syllabus. This is CTM, this is surveying, and this is environmental management. Okay, so these are all the subjects which we have already covered, and as I told you, the purple color of the syllabus we will be covering on the daily basis. But students ಏನು ಕೇಳಕತ್ತಾರು, madam when the exam is expected? So again, I don't know when the exam might be expected. So that is the reason we are providing this course with the different validities. That is, you can go with 1 month validity, 2 month validity, 4 month validity, 6 month validity, like that. Okay, so it's your decision end of the day, but the fee pricing, everything we have kept very minimal. So if you go with 1 month validity, it is just 575 rupees per subject, not more. Okay, but again I am telling you, whatever like environmental engineering MCQs we have provided, right, the numericals and all. So I have solved very much in-depth numericals till the gate level also. So definitely those numericals will be helping you for this RWS AEE. I am 100% sure of this. So exam date ಯಾವಾಗಾದರೂ ಅನೌನ್ಸ್ ಆಗಲಿ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಯು ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಅವೇರ್ ದಟ್ 1 month ಬಿಫೋರ್ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಅನೌನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ತಾರೋ. ಸೊ ಆ ಟೈಮ್ದಾಗ ಏನಾದ್ರು ನೀವು ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ಜಾಯ್ನ್ ಆದ್ರಂದ್ರೆ ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ಲಿ ಲೈಕ್ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ನಾಟ್ ಬಿ ಏಬಲ್ ಟು ಕವರ್ ದ ಸಿಲೆಬಸ್. ಸೊ ಇದು AEE ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಏನು ಒಂದು ಅಡ್ವಾಂಟೇಜು ಐತಿ, ಡಿಸ್ಅಡ್ವಾಂಟೇಜು ಐತಿ. ಅಡ್ವಾಂಟೇಜ್ ಇಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದ ಸಿಲೆಬಸ್ ಈಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಲೆಸ್, and most of the syllabus is already covered in this RWS AE. And a disadvantage is like you have to study in depth and you have to solve more number of previous year questions, numericals and all. So that is the reason even this RWS AEE preparation needs sufficient time to get selected in this RWS AEE. And again I'll tell you, definitely there will be the selections for this AEE position also from SANPoint. And now coming to the town planning course, so we haven't launched it. I'll tell you the reason now. So now this is the syllabus of the town planning. Okay, so ಇದ್ರ ಒಳಗ yellow color ಏನೈತಲ್ಲ, that we have covered, like environmental engineering, environment science, then transportation engineering like railway, highway, airport, ports and harbors, traffic, and interpretation of traffic. So everything we have covered here. But ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹಿಡಿದ ಏನೈತಲ್ಲ ಲೈಕ್ ಹೌಸಿಂಗ್, ಬಿಲ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಮಟೀರಿಯಲ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿ. ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಇದು ಬಿಲ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಮಟೀರಿಯಲ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿ, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಯುವರ್ ಸಿಮಿಲರ್ ಬಿಲ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಮಟೀರಿಯಲ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿ ಲೈಕ್ ಬ್ರಿಕ್, ಕಾಂಕ್ರೀಟ್ ಆ ಟೈಪ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. ದ ಸಿಲೆಬಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಲಿಟಲ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆಲ್ಟರ್ನೇಟ್ ಬಿಲ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಮಟೀರಿಯಲ್ಸ್ ಐತಿ, ಬಿಲ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಕೋಡ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಬೈಲಾಸ್ ಐತಿ, ಬಿಲ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಪರ್ಮಿಟ್ಸ್ ಐತಿ, ಬಿಲ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಡಿಸೈನ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಡ್ರಾಯಿಂಗ್ ಐತಿ. So it's so the thing is like we are not getting enough time to provide the course for this. Okay, ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ ಕವರ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲಲ್ಲ ಅದನ್ನು ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಐ ಆಮ್ ನಾಟ್ ಶ್ಯೂರ್, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ದ ಥಿಂಗ್ ಈಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ we have posted even the poll also in our telegram channel stating that which course you guys need. So H students RWS AEE ಗೆ vote ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. So that is the reason we are concentrating completely on this RWS AEE. But still, if you want the subjects of this, whatever the yellow color na nimge torsidnala, like highway, airport, ports and all, a separate package can be made for those subjects as well with the minimal fees. So if you want that, and if you can take care of other subjects on your own as of now, because I don't want to promise the things for which I am not sure as of now. We might or we might not provide, but as of now I am not sure. So ಅದನ್ನ ಏನಾರು ನೀವು ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಆಗ್ತೇನೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಲೆಟ್ ಮಿ ನೋ ಓವರ್ ವಾಟ್ಸ್ಆ್ಯಪ್ ಆನ್ 9916085858. ದೆನ್ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಲಾಂಚ್ ದ ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ವಿತ್ ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ದ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ we are having. So ultimately it's your decision, you can let me know. So now I am attaching some 15 to 20 minutes lecture of the rural sanitation topic of this. Yakandre students demo nu kelakattar for joining RWS AEE. So already some demo lectures are available in our YouTube channel. I'll just show you them. So in your playlist olag hogri. So these are all the chapters which I have already uploaded in environmental studies. Okay, so you can see here. And if you go with environmental engineering, so you know already nan upload madeni. So you can just have a look. And also I will be attaching one more lecture also to this in continuation. So you can go through that. That will help you to take the admission or for joining this particular course of RWS AEE. ಆಮೇಲೆ ನಾನು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಏನು ತೋರಿಸಿದ್ಲ ಇದೆ ಪ್ಲೇಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಒಳಗೆ, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಹಾರ್ಡ್ಲಿ 1 or 2% ಆಫ್ ದ ಎಂಟೈರ್ ಸಿಲೆಬಸ್. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಇದೇ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತು ಫಾರ್ RWS AE ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್. ಏನಂದ್ರು, ಮೇಡಮ್ ನೀವೇನೇನು ಅಪ್ಲೋಡ್ ಮಾಡಿರಿ ಯೂಟ್ಯೂಬ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಫಾರ್ ಎನ್ವೈರ್ಮೆಂಟಲ್ ಸ್ಟಡೀಸ್, ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಸ್ಟಡಿಡ್ ಎವ್ರಿಥಿಂಗ್ and I have covered environmental studies subject. No, it is just 1 or 2%. And you will realize only when you will join the course, because these are the huge subjects and here we are talking about AEE, remember that. So we can expect very much in depth. So and also one more advantage I had told you that the syllabus is very less. So ನೀವು ಮನಸ್ಸು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಆಗ್ತೈತಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಾಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. So end of the day it's your decision. So if you feel like yes I am free and I want to target for this exam also, then without taking any break you can continue your preparation also. And the students, because we had already provided environment studies and management subject for free of AEE in our RWS AE course. So if you want, there is a provision of extension of the package also if you haven't studied that subject. So all the facilities we are providing considering the flexibility of the students. Okay, so ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಆ ಥರ ಏನಾದರೂ ಇದ್ರಂದ್ರೆ you can just WhatsApp me. I'll just help you out. That is not an issue. And also I want to make one thing clear that literally I'm very busy in teaching of all the remaining topics of this RWS AEE. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಆ 7 subjects ಒಳಗೆ 6 subjects ನಾನೇ ಟೀಚ್ ಮಾಡೀನಿ. So again I want to do it with utmost perfection and with lot of MCQs and all. So that is the reason I am devoting my time into teaching only. So ನಿಮ್ದು ಕಾಲ್ ಏನಾದರೂ ನಾನು ರಿಸೀವ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ for enquiry when you call me, so you can just leave a WhatsApp message. So I'll be contacting you once I get free. And now you can have the look on the demo lecture on rural sanitation. And if you want to see the demo lecture of SOM, surveying and other subjects in this RWS AEE, then you can just check in our playlist. So that is very important. Students ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರು, randomly videos check ಮಾಡ್ತಾರು, ಮೇಡಮ್ ಸಿಗವಲ್ತಂತಾರೆ. No, you need to go to playlist. So there I have made very systematic playlists. So check in those individual playlists, you will get the information what you are looking. So let's start with the new chapter, that is solid waste management, SWM. So further, wherever SWM will be mentioned in this chapter, so it is called as solid waste management. And if you see the syllabus of various exams, sometimes it can be mentioned only as solid waste, or else it can be mentioned as rural sanitation. So ee topic ಅನ್ನೋದು ಏನಾಯ್ತಲ್ಲ, so even this is a part of rural sanitation also. Okay, or else sometime it can comes under the entire like proper our sanitary engineering. So don't get confused, altogether it means the same thing. So whatever the chapter we are studying today, it is a big chapter actually, but in today's class we will be discussing only 6 topics of this chapter, and as and when further we will be explaining. So in the next class I will be teaching the further topics of this particular chapter. So today we will try understanding the meaning of the term solid waste and solid waste management. So either the definition no ತಿಳ್ಕೊತೀವಿ ನಾವು. After that, what are the functional elements of the solid waste management and various types of the solid waste, and what are the different sources from which these solid wastes are generated, that too with respect to municipal solid waste, and what are the various components of the municipal solid waste and the various physical properties of the municipal solid waste. Okay, so one thing we have to understand here is, as we are studying with respect to environmental engineering point of view, so more we are focusing on the municipal solid waste. So na further hodang ನಿಮಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ like what is municipal solid waste, what is industrial solid waste, so that we are studying in this third topic, that is types of solid waste ಕೂಡ ಕಲಿತೀವಿ. But main thing or whatever we are trying to discuss in this particular chapter will be with respect to the solid waste management. Now let's understand the meaning of the term solid waste. So solid wastes are the solid and semi-solid materials that are discarded by the community. Okay, so ಇದ್ರೊಳಗೆ ನಾವು liquid waste ಅನ್ನೋದು consider ಮಾಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ. Like for example the waste coming from the bathrooms, toilets, ಅದಕ್ಕೆಲ್ಲ ನಾವು solid waste ಅನ್ನೋದಿಲ್ಲ. So whatever the wastes are there or semi-solid materials are there which we discard after the usage are called as solid waste. Okay, so for example now you have ordered something food from the Swiggy. Okay, so ಅವ್ರು ನಿಮಗೆ use and throw box ಒಳಗೆ ಪ್ಯಾಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೋ. So after having the food you will throw the box in the dustbin. So same way you might have cold drinks. So after that you will throw in the dustbin. So that is what is the waste is generated. Or else if you do some craft work in your home, so all the paper cuttings you will throw outside. And if by mistake your scissor breaks when you are using, so cut again you will discard it. Okay, so same way if you start like if you are not using your phone ಅಥವಾ ಹಾಳಾತು ಅಥವಾ old ಆತು, so obviously we will not throw in the dustbin, we will keep it in one of our cupboards, but it is considered as a waste. So what is the meaning of this? After usage whatever the things we discard, that is called as solid waste. Okay, and the meaning of the term solid waste management is, so as the word solid waste management word ಅನ್ನೋದು involve ಆಗೈತಿ ಈಗ. So the meaning is itself in this word, that is this is the discipline associated with the control of the generation, storage, collection, transfer and transport, processing and disposal of the solid waste in a manner that is in accordance with best principle of public health, economics, engineering, conservation, aesthetics and other environmental considerations, and that is also responsive to public health. So now the entire chapter kalitivalla this para itself. So whatever I have written here, this entire thing gonna now elaborate kalitivo, that is solid waste management. So what it is actually, so management andrana we know that he is good in managing. So managing andrana it is a process actually. So now what are those different processes involved in this management? First one is control of generation itself. See, when for example now, okay, if you are having like use and throw cups in your home, okay, if any guests visit your home, so if you give tea in those use and throw cups, so obviously the waste will be generated. But if you give in other ceramic wares, the waste will not be generated. That is, we are controlling the generation of the waste. So this is also a part of solid waste management, because this is very important. Now ಎಷ್ಟು ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಅಷ್ಟು ನಾವು ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ automatically the further things will also get eased. Next thing is storage, because when we talk about the waste, okay, the waste is generated, so it should be stored for certain period of time. That means we will be storing it in our home in our dustbins. So after that whatever the waste is there, it is collected by the municipality or the city corporation. So they will come and collect. After that, they will transfer whatever the waste is collected from the various households into a different truck or in a bigger tank kind of thing for the transportation. And they will transport or they will take whatever the waste is collected in an individual area. You can say like colony, city, like that. And then they will go and dispose this waste in some other place. Okay, again we will be studying like various disposal methods and all. So ಈಗಿನ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಒಳಗೆ ನೀವೇನು ಕಲ್ಕೋಬೇಕಂದ್ರ ಸೊ ಊರಿಂದೆಲ್ಲ ವೇಸ್ಟ್ ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಬೇರೆ ಕಡೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಡಿಸ್ಪೋಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೋ. ಬಟ್ ವೆನ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಡಿಸ್ಪೋಸಿಂಗ್ that waste, the care has to be taken about the public health, economics, engineering. So what is the meaning here? So ಈಗ ಅದು ಏನು ವೇಸ್ಟ್ ಅವ್ರು ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ, if they throw it just like that outside the city, obviously the diseases start spreading. Okay, economics ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನ, like whether we can conserve any of the like recycle ಅಂತೀವಲ್ಲ, so all that can be done, conservation ಅನ್ನೋದು, ಅಥವಾ can we use the materials, okay, like reuse of the materials. And aesthetic also we have to keep in mind, because we have to safeguard our environment as well as aesthetic ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬ್ಯೂಟಿನೂ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. So in that way only it should be disposed, and along with that we have to take care of the environmental consideration also. Okay, so bari namdasta vichar ಮಾಡಬಾರದು. All these points are ours now. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹಿಡಿದ ಇಲ್ಲೇ, let me draw here. So from here till here, okay, so from here till here we are talking about only ourselves, but we have to take care our environment also along with this. Yakandra whatever the waste, if you dump on the land, then obviously it will lead to soil pollution, it will lead to pollution of the groundwater, and once it starts decomposing, then all the foul gases will enter into the atmosphere. Then all the rats, rodents and other animals start feeding on the waste, because of which again the health concerns happens. So there are lot of stuffs. Okay, so this all together is called as solid waste management. Andre ena, ಈಗ ನಿಮ್ದೊಂದು ಪೆನ್ ಈಗ ಬರ್ಯಾಕತ್ತೀರ ನೀವು ನೋಟ್ಸ್, ಓಕೆ, ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನಿಂಗ್. ಸೊ ನೀವು ಬರೆಯೋ ಮುಂದೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಪೆನ್ನಿಂದ ಈಗ ರಿಫಿಲ್ ಖಾಲಿ ಆತಂದ್ರ ಆ ಪೆನ್ ನೀವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ, ಆ ರಿಫಿಲ್ ಹೋಗಿ ನೀವು ಡಸ್ಟ್ಬಿನ್ ದಾಗ ಒಗಿತೀರಿ. ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಮೊದಲು ನಾವು ರಿಫಿಲು ಬೈ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ವಿ, ಲೈಕ್ ಪೆನ್ ಅದರ್ ಪೆನ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ವಿ, ಬಟ್ ಹಂಗಲ್ಲ, ಅವಾಗ ಪೆನ್ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತಿದ್ವು. ಬಟ್ ನಾವ್ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್ ದ ಪೆನ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಆಫ್ ರಿಫಿಲ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ನೀವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ, ಪೆನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಡಿಸ್ಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ. ಸೊ ಆ ಪೆನ್, ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಇಮ್ಯಾಜಿನ್ ದಟ್ ಪೆನ್ ಗೆಟಿಂಗ್ ಸರ್ಕ್ಯುಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಥ್ರೂ ದ ಎಂಟೈರ್ ಪ್ರಾಸೆಸ್, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಸ್ಟೋರೇಜ್ ಆಗೋದು, ಅದು ವೇಸ್ಟ್ ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗೋದು, ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು, ಡಿಸ್ಪೋಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದು. And again, what are the ill impacts of that to the environment? Obviously, your pen is non-biodegradable. That is, it is made up of plastic. So obviously, it will take hundreds and hundreds of years to decompose. Okay. So all that, whatever I have explained till now, is solid waste management. Okay. And Central Pollution Control Board has estimated that a daily per capita solid waste generation in India ranges from about 0.1 kg in small town and 0.5 kg in the larger towns. Okay, so idrada hengandre idu, it is all together. Okay, for example, now you have a tea, ನೀವು ಒಂದು ಕೋಲ್ಡ್ ಡ್ರಿಂಕ್ ಕುಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅಥವಾ ನೀವು ಯೂಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಥ್ರೋ, ಸೊ ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ ದ ಎವರೇಜ್ ಔಟ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಬಟ್ ನಾವು ವೈ ದಿಸ್ ಸಾಲಿಡ್ ವೇಸ್ಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಅಥವಾ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ನಾನು ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಫಿಲ್ಲಿಂಗು, ಡಿಸ್ಪೋಸಲು, ವೈ ದಿಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಮೊದಲೇ ಹಿಡಿದನು ಲೈಕ್ ವೇಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಆಲ್ ವಾಸ್ ದೇರ್ ರೈಟ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ಡೇ ದ ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ಸ್ ವೇರ್ ಬಾರ್ನ್. ಬಟ್ ಈಗ ಬಂದಂಗೆ ಯಾಕೆ ಇದು ಮೇಜರ್ ಕನ್ಸರ್ನ್ ಆಗಾಕತ್ತೈತಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಪಾಪ್ಯುಲೇಷನ್. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಥಿಂಗ್. Because of increase in the population and because of decrease in the free land availability. So because of the decrease in the free land availability as well as the change in our lifestyle. Okay, so lifestyle change. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಈಗ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಯಾರೇ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮನೆಗೆ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಮೊದಲ ಚಾ ಮಾಡ್ಲೇನ, ಕಾಫಿ ಮಾಡ್ಲೇನ ಅಂತಿದ್ರು. ಬಟ್ ಈಗ ಹಂಗ ಅನ್ನೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ನಿಮಗ ಲೈಕ್ ಜ್ಯೂಸ್ ಕೊಡ್ಲೇನ, ಕೋಲ್ಡ್ ಡ್ರಿಂಕ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡ್ಲೇನ, ಕೋಕ್ ಕೊಡ್ಲೇನ ಅಂತಾರೋ. ಸೊ ಆಲ್ ದೀಸ್ ಲೈಫ್ ಸ್ಟೈಲ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗೋದಿಂತ್ರ, so all this have become very, very major concern. So that is the reason we have to take care utmost of all these things. And also one more thing is, if we consider our earth, so whatever the developing countries are contributing in this is far less than that of the developed countries. So adanna nanu helidni, change in the lifestyle. ಸೊ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಓಕೆ ಲೈಕ್ ನಮ್ದು ಇಂಡಿಯಾದ ಏನಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ನಿ 0.5 kg ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ನಿ. ಬಟ್ ವೆನ್ ವಿ ಟಾಕ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ US, ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಯು ಇಮ್ಯಾಜಿನ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ 2.5 kg. It is 2.5 kg. So it is way more, right? Yakandra here we are talking about only one person. Just multiply it, you will get to know how much you will get the exaggerated value. And also one more example I want to give, like if we consider the example of New York, which is in US. So around 2 crore population aitadu. So our 2 crore population ka per day 50,000 tons of waste is generated. New York do 50,000 tons of waste is generated. But when I talk about Delhi, so 1.5 crore, ille 2 crore population ittu, ille Delhi ಒಳಗ 1.5 crore ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರ, so 6k, okay, 6k ton per day. ಇದು 50k ton per day. So just imagine ಎಷ್ಟು times more ಆತು. So that is the reason like developed countries are contributing more in the pollution actually altogether. Now let's understand the next topic of this chapter, that is functional elements of the solid waste management. So agale ನಾನು ಏನು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ನಲ್ಲ ಲೈಕ್ ಕ್ಯಾರಿಯರ್ಸ್, ಜನರೇಷನ್, ಸ್ಟೋರೇಜ್, ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನ ಒಂದು ಫ್ಲೋ ಚಾರ್ಟ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಅಂಡ್ ಫರ್ದರ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ವಿ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಸ್ಟಡಿಂಗ್ very much in detail. But if you write in the form of the flow chart, you can remember very easily. So generation is the very first step. After that, handling of the waste, then storage of the waste and collecting. So ella kadendra waste collect ಮಾಡಿ ಒಂದ್ ಕಡೆ dump ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅವರು. Then after that, directly it is transferred to the disposal site. Or else what they will do is they will go for the sorting, processing and transformation of the waste. Andra like sorting, they will segregate the different types of the wastes like biodegradable, non-biodegradable, metallic waste, toxic waste, chemicals, medical waste. So ಇವನ್ನೆಲ್ಲನೂ segregate ಮಾಡ್ತಾರು. So that is called as sorting, processing and transformation. So again I am telling you in next further few slides only we are studying in detail about them. Now that's what I told you. The first one is waste generation. It represents activities in which materials are identified as no longer being of the value and are either thrown away or gathered for disposal. So adna ಹೇಳಿದ್ನಿ, refill the example ಕೊಟ್ಟು explain ಮಾಡಿದ್ನಿ. So I don't want to explain again. So wastes are generated at the start of any process and therefore at every stage as raw materials are converted into the goods for the consumption. So whatever industry you take, for example, now if you take a restaurant, okay, so at every stage the waste is generated. So right from cooking, so morning like our restaurant open ಮಾಡಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ first cleaning ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, sweeping. So ಅಲ್ಲಿ waste generate ಆತು. Second thing is they will start cooking. So whatever like vegetable leftover ಅದು ಇರ್ತಾವಲ್ಲ, like onion peels, potato peels and all vegetable cuttings. So all that waste is collected, correct? Then day ಆದಂಗ customers will come. So our plate ಒಳಗೆ ಉಳಿಸಿದ collect ಆಗ್ತೈತಿ. So again they will throw some tissues, all those things. So this is what is the entire process. Wherever the raw materials are consumed, at every stage the waste is generated. Even you can take the example of an industry also. Okay, so whichever like sugarcane industry at the so at every stage different types of the wastes are generated. So here I have given few examples like from where the waste can be expected to be generated, like households ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಮನೆಗಳು ಅಥವಾ commercial areas, industrial areas, institutions, street cleaning and other municipal services. So street cleaning ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನ, ಮುನ್ಸಿಪಾಲಿಟಿದವರು ಬೆಳಗ್ಗೆ ಎದ್ದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಕಸ ಹುಡಿತಿರ್ತಾರೆ ನೋಡ್ರಿ ರೋಡ್ಗಳು. So ಇದೆಲ್ಲಾ ತರದಿಂತ್ರನು the waste is generated. The most important aspect of this part of the solid waste management system is the identification of the waste. So this is very very important, because when we say about waste, so you just go and check your dustbin one day, okay? So whole day ಆದ ಕೂಡಲೇ night time ಹೋಗಿ dustbin ಒಳಗೆ ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಎಷ್ಟು different types of wastes are present. So I told you like paper waste will be there, ink, refill or eraser, or cooking ನೀವು ಇಡೀ ದಿವಸ ಕುಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದ leftover ವೆಜಿಟೇಬಲ್ಸ್ ವೇಸ್ಟ್ ಅವೈಲೇಬಲ್ ಇರತ್ತೆ, ಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಟಿಕ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತಾವು, ಪಾಲಿಥೀನ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತಾವು. ಈಗ ನೀವು ಮೆಂತಿ ಪಲ್ಯ ಅಂತ ತಂದು ಸೋಸಿದ್ರೆ ಅದ್ರದ್ದು ವೇಸ್ಟ್ ಇರತ್ತೆ. and if you have kids in your home, then again the waste will get doubled, okay? and if you clean your house ಮತ್ತೆ ಹೆಚ್ಚಾಗ್ತೈತಿ. ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೂ ಹಳಿ ಅರ್ಬಿ ಇತ್ತು, ಏನೋ ಹಾಳಾಯ್ತು, ಅಗೇನ್ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಥ್ರೋ ಇನ್ ದ ಡಸ್ಟ್ಬಿನ್. ನೀವು ನೀರು ಕುಡಿಯೋ ಮುಂದೆ ಗ್ಲಾಸ್ ಹೊಡಿತು, then again that will go into dustbin. So each and everything will go into the dustbin. Okay, so that is the reason like treating of all mixed waste is very, very difficult. So that is the reason this solid waste management is one important component. Another, they should identify the waste so that that will help them to segregate accordingly for the further treatment process. And the second element ಏನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ನಿ, waste handling, storage, sorting, storage and processing at the source. Okay, so source ಒಳಗನ ಸಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು. ಹಿಯರ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸಿ ಹಿಯರ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ನಾವು ಮೊದಲನ ಲೈಕ್ ಬಯೋಡಿಗ್ರೇಡೇಬಲ್, ನಾನ್ ಬಯೋಡಿಗ್ರೇಡೇಬಲ್ ಸಪರೇಟ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ವೇಸ್ಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಸಾರ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ವಾಲ್ವ್ಸ್ ದ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟೀಸ್ ಅಸೋಸಿಯೇಟೆಡ್ ವಿತ್ ದ management of waste until they are placed in the storage for the collection. So what is the meaning here? So we have to sort the wastes. So ಯಾವ್ದೋ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ವೇಸ್ಟ್ ಇರತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನ ಸಪರೇಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಸಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ನಾವು. ಅಂಡ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಲೈಕ್ ಈಗ ಲೈಕ್ ಮೆನಿ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ದೇರ್. ಲೈಕ್ ಈಗ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಒಳಗ ಮನಿ ಒಳಗೆ ಲೈಕ್ ವಾಟರ್ ಬಾಟಲ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ವು ಅಥವಾ ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಪೇಪರ್ ಅನ್ನ, ಸೊ ಡೈಲಿ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ನಾಟ್ ಥ್ರೋ ದ ಎಸ್ಟರ್ಡೇಸ್ ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಪೇಪರ್, ರೈಟ್? ಸೊ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಪೈಲ್ ಅಪ್ and one day you will go and sell those newspapers. That is what it is, sorting. And after that we will store it till it is given out. Handling also encompasses the movement of loaded container to the point of the collection. So ಈಗ ನನ್ನ ಮನಿ ಇತ್ತಂದ್ರ, ಸೊ ಅದು ಏನು ವೆಹಿಕಲ್ ಇರತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಸೊ ಅದು ನನ್ನ ಮನೆಗೆ ಬಂದ ಆ ಡಸ್ಟ್ಬಿನ್ ತಗೊಂಡು ಕ್ಲೀನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರ ಅವರು. Sorting of waste components is an important step in handling and storage of solid waste at the source. ಆಗಲೇ ಹೇಳಿದ್ನಿ why the sorting is important. Segregating, separating of the different wastes. So best place to separate waste materials for reuse and recycle is at the source only. Okay, so it is at the source only we have to take care. Like ನಮ್ಮ ಗ್ಲಾಸ್ ಬಾಟಲ್ಸ್ ಏನದಾವ ಸಪ್ರೇಟ್ ಆಗಿಡೋದು, ಇಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನಿಕ್ ಐಟಮ್ಸ್ ಏನದಾವ ಸಪ್ರೇಟ್ ಆಗಿಡೋದು, ವೆಜಿಟೇಬಲ್ ಆರ್ ಕುಕಿಂಗ್ ವೇಸ್ಟ್ ಏನಾರ ಸಪ್ರೇಟ್ ಆಗಿಡೋದು, ಪೇಪರ್ ಈ ತರ ವೇಸ್ಟ್ ಸಪ್ರೇಟ್ ಆಗಿರೋದು, ಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಸಪ್ರೇಟ್ ಆಗಿಡೋದು. So when I was staying in Japan alla, so every day, okay, one day was for one waste. So plastic ನಾವು ಡೈಲಿ ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಸೇಮ್ ಕವರ್ ಒಳಗನ ಹಾಕಿ ಡಿಸ್ಪೋಸಲ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಅಲೌ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ, ಇಫ್ ವಿ ಡೂ ಲೈಕ್ ದಟ್ ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ನಾಟ್ ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ದ ವೇಸ್ಟ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಅವರ್ ಹೌಸ್. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರು, ಲೈಕ್ ನಮ್ದು ಏನಾದ್ರು ಒಂದು ಗ್ಲಾಸ್ ಹೊಡಿತಂದ್ರೆ ವಿ ಕೆನಾಟ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಗೋ ಅಂಡ್ ಥ್ರೋ ಇನ್ ದ ಡಸ್ಟ್ಬಿನ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಅವೇ. ಸೊ ಆ ಗ್ಲಾಸ್ ಕಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಅದು ಯಾವ ಡೇ ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ದಟ್ ಡೇ ಓನ್ಲಿ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಗೋ ಅಂಡ್ dump that glass pieces. So same way electronic waste and all. So this is the best way. So if we do it in the beginning, then further steps ಏನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ನಲ್ಲ, those will be very, very simplified. So simplified ಆಗೋದಿಂತ್ರ ಏನಾಗ್ತೈತಿ, obviously lot of time will also be saved and lot of money will also be saved in the further due course of the process. On-site storage is of primary importance because of public concerns and aesthetic considerations. So ಇದರ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್ ಏನ, ಈಗ ಒಂದೊಂದು ಕಾಲನಿ ಇರ್ತಾವು, ಸೊ ಅದ್ರೊಳಗೆ ಸರ್ಟನ್ ಏರಿಯಾಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಅವ್ರು ಡಿವೋಟ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರು, ಲೈಕ್ ವೇರ್ they will collect the entire colony waste and they will go and dump in that particular location. So that is of very much concerning. So care has to be taken so that otherly diseases spread agbardu and it should not provide unesthetic view also. Processing at the source involves activities such as backyard waste composting. So idar meaning ena, whatever the organic waste is there, so we can convert it into compost and we can use it for our garden also. Now the next element is waste collection. So you can see here how the waste is collected. The functional element of collection includes not only the gathering of the solid waste and recycling of the materials, but also the transport of these materials after collection to the location where the collection vehicle is emptied. So what is the meaning here? So ಇವ್ರು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಕತ್ತಾರು, they are collecting the waste here and they are dumping in these trucks. So after that these trucks should go to the dumping site and then they should empty. This location may be material processing facility, a transfer station or a landfill disposal site. So what is the meaning here? So ಇದು ಟ್ರಕ್ ತಗೊಂಡು ಹೋಗಿ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರ ಅವರು, ಸೊ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಡಂಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ, ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ಎನಿ 3 of them. The first one is material processing facility. So material processing facility ಒಳಗೆ ಅವ್ರು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರು, they will segregate the waste and they will like take whatever like reusable materials are there and all. So that is called as material processing facility, or they can reduce the volume of the waste and all. A transfer station ಒಳಗಂದ್ರೆ ಏನ, so for example if this is one main station and here is the disposal site, So every truck will come and dump here, and then it will get collected from this location and then it will be transferred. Andre small bullock carts or small tractor use ಮಾಡಿ they can come and dump here, and after that it will be collected and disposed. So that is the transfer station. So this is called as the transfer station or a landfill disposal site. Illandra directly ille banda dispose agodu. This is the landfill site. So all this entire thing is called as the waste collection as well as the transportation of the waste. Next element here is sorting, processing and transformation of the solid waste. So this is what I wanted to discuss in today's video. Stay tuned with SANPoint on Stream YouTube channel and follow the strategy whichever we discuss in our YouTube channel, and prepare accordingly and get selected in the upcoming government exams.